Welcome back to my Let's Play of Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs.
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
What exhumation is this? What rotten fruit? What bestitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you this, scrawled in the melodrous half-light, whilst my tormentor shuffles below. My fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloam, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it is, finally, my turn to make the journey into the interior.
water and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony. It's too damn bony.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government, they make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
Our contacts must be brief and occasional. Beware the wretches who populate this compound. The way you seek is under the pistons. When you meet the saboteur, you will understand everything.
Each compartment is ergonomically designed with a feed trough at one end, so the product naturally settles into a position ready for the stunning arms to connect to the skull. We use the natural static charge built up by the friction on the carts against the belt to build an electric charge, which is contained within glass vacuum canisters at the side of the stunning arm mechanism and delivers along the stun arms via copper cabling. We have observed that the artificial lighting contained within these containers seems to calm the product further. Post-stunning, the line tilts sharply to the vertical, the physics of which tip the stun product upwards to fall directly onto the hooks of the bleeding line. The hook passes normally through the haunch or the thigh of the product, and from this point we dispense with the belt and instigate a channeled floor, which creates a funnel allowing the blood and byproduct excretions to collect and run to the fluid collection tanks.
commanders. Find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the floodwaters continue to rise.
In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required, or the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate, and using incineration, or we risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part Brennenberg infusion vitae to 1 part organ monad dispersal fluid is sufficient. This can then be administered intravenously to the subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body it is highly corrosive. It can even destroy metal in small quantities. It's some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks of foul fluids I have seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of 2 composite ingredients. I should wager I would find them close by. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I have ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, and give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes, filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groan as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors after the process. It is the reflection that troubles them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again.
Over there, place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hawk, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced. However, damage occurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued to act in the state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps yes. It is after all known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Alright guys, that'll be it for this episode. See you next time.